If you're tired of always paying a makeup artist to do your makeup every time you want to go out, then don't skip this video. I'm going to show you how to elevate your makeup to make it look like a professional makeup artist did it. I'm going to start first with skin prep. When your skin is properly prepped, it's going to help your makeup to glide on smoothly and last longer. I'm going to start off by using this MAC Real Skin Canvas Balm. So you want to make sure your skin is properly moisturized, your makeup glides on smoothly. If you're not already using a primer, please start using one. It is very, very important. Find the right one for your skin type and it makes a huge difference. If you have oily skin, get a good mattifying primer. I'm going to be using this one from Black Up. If you have dry skin, get a good hydrating primer. So you just want to apply this mattifying primer. This is going to help to control any oils and shine all through the day and help your makeup last longer also. For my brows, I'm going to be using a brow gel or brow pomade. Using a brow gel or brow pomade instead of a pencil helps to make your brows look sharper and clean. It takes a bit of a learning curve to get good at it, but once you get it right, I promise you're going to love it. I don't want my brows to be too thick or too dark, so I'm just going to fill in very lightly. I'm going to create some hair-like strokes. To clean up your brows, you're going to take a concealer that is at least 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone and just use that to blend out your concealer with a blending brush so you don't have any harsh lines or harsh concealer around your brows. The top part of your brows, all you need to do is get a foundation or a concealer that is very close to your skin tone so you don't have that white cast or white line around your brows. And this is what the brows look like. You can see how crisp and sharp they are. I'm going to move on to the base. The base is very, very important. You want to get a foundation that is your skin tone, that has very full coverage. I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I'm going to just apply a little. You want a foundation that is full coverage, so it's going to cover dark spots, dark marks that you might have. To take this and get your brush and blend this properly. Now, I like to use a brush to blend my foundation because I feel like it just gives me the best coverage. But if you want, you can use a sponge. Next, I'm going to contour and snatch my cheekbones. Take a foundation stick or concealer that is like 2 to 3 shades darker. So I'm just going to put this right on my cheekbone. I like to go a little bit higher up with my contour to, really snatch my face. I'll just blend it out with my foundation brush to give me like a very seamless blend. I'm going to take a little brush and that same contour stick and just take some. I'm going to contour my nose with it. I want your nose to be defined. I'll bring my nose contour all the way up to the front part of my brows. So I need to really ensure that the snatchery is complete. See how snatched my nose looks already. I'm going to highlight now. I like to use 2 concealers. I'm going to use one that is like very close to my skin tone, LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm going to just put this and highlight right here. I'm going to blend this out immediately with a damp sponge. My second concealer, I'm going to use this one from Too Faced, this Born This Way concealer. You can see it's lighter than the first concealer I used. So to take some and just put this right here and here, and then a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Everywhere I put the first concealer, I'm going to just put a little bit here now to lift my face, and I'm going to leave this to sit while I do my cream blush. For my cream blush, I'm going to use this one from Rare Beauty. I'm going to take a little bit. This blush is very pigmented, so I just need like one dot here. Be very careful with this so you don't like spread it everywhere. And this one is optional, but if you really want to elevate your makeup, it's nice to do cream blush, like help your powder blush to last longer, because blush usually fades out very fast. It's time to blend the concealer, so I'm just going to blend real quick. This concealer is very full coverage. I love it. And be careful while blending your nose so you don't spread concealer everywhere and mess up the contour that you've done on your nose already. You can see how this side of my face just looks lifted and snatched because of the concealer I placed at the end. Now it's time to set. I'm going to first of all take a pressed powder. This one is from ZK Cosmetics. I'm going to take it with this kind of brush. Make sure your under eye is like properly set, properly blended out before you set, because once you set, any creases that is there, you're going to set it. I take my brush now very lightly with some powder and press this into my under eye to set it in place. Only with a light amount of powder, by the way, not too much. I'm going to be using my skin tone face powder. This is a MAC Studio Fix powder. Just use this now to set my whole face. So you don't want to skip this step, especially if you want your makeup to last all day. So it's time to bake now. I'm going to use this powder from Nuban Beauty, yellow tone setting powder. I'm sure you used to bake only your under eyes before, right? Today we're going to be baking the whole face. So I'm going to take some powder like this, remove any excess and just start to bake. I use the powder to define my nose contour, just like this. My under eyes, like this. Chin. Then I'm going to do a little bit underneath my contour, defined. You see, I'm going to do a little bit on the bridge of my nose. This face is baking. I like to go in and do some more powder contour. So I'm going to take this powder. This is from a powder palette that I used to have. Powder palette fell apart, but I just kept this very dark shade because I like it for contour. I just need to take a little bit of this here and a small brush and use this to define my contour. So I'm going to go up like this. So you can see I'm keeping it above this line that I cut here. I'm also going to do the same thing here. Just a little bit because we already did like cream contour. I like to do this because it just really enforces the snatching of the face. I'm going to do the same thing on my forehead a little bit to cover this big forehead of mine. I also like to take a small brush and just do a little bit on my nose. For my nose contour, I don't like it to be too dark, so I'm just going to do very, very little. So I'm going to take it and just go like this. Bring it all the way up to my eyebrow area, in front of my brows. Yeah, just like this. Okay, now it's time for eyeshadow. I know you're scared of eyeshadow. Yes, I know you, but we're not going to be skipping eyeshadow today. I'm going to show you a very simple eye look that is going to look very elevated, very glam, but very simple also. Start off with an eyeshadow base. You can either use your concealer or you can use an eyeshadow base. This is the Benign Clown White base. It helps to make your colors like pop. Just put this on my eyelid, this out. So you just want to spread this all over your eyelid. If you don't have this, you can just use your concealer for your eyeshadow. Eyeshadow palette from Honey Beauty. This is what it looks like inside. It's their Sweet Honey palette. All you need is a light brown, a dark brown, and some shimmery color. You can use any color of your choice. This dark brown first. This one right here. And I'm going to put this in like the ending part of my eyes, which is like my outer eye area. I have to bring the light down so you guys can really see what I was doing with the eyeshadow. I'm going to now blend it in a bit. So I'm going to bring it inside. Next, I'm going to take a blending brush and this brown here. This is another dark brown, but it's lighter than the first one. The key to eyeshadow is blending. If you can blend eyeshadow properly, you can combine any colors you want in this life and they're going to look good. So blend. I like to blend it and use it to marry my nose contour like this. Just elevates your look and make it look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. For your main lid color, you cannot use any color that you want to put. You can use green, purple, pink, any color of your choice. Use this